It's Week 12 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He made some history last week, passing Flipper Anderson's 1989 mark of 336 yards. It's the Eagles and the Bills. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Now here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Allen off the play fake. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Take it at the 37. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
On first down, Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago. Trust me.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 71 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's when he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fighting through, and he's got space. Still on his feet. He's on his way. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bills getting set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Allen going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And here come the Bills.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we slide over to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Sterling Shepard
a touchdown catch in the victory. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Allen now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Sam Martin now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. On the return is Ward. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Oliver able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen now on 1st down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 21-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Here's 3rd down and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Harris. Bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A gain of 3, second down. Swift going to try up the middle. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot on the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Allen.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now Allen again. Left side caught by Diggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final try here for Allen. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
First and goal, Buffalo.
So fly, Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Eagles, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel